Hi, New Zealanders. This is Rebel Radio speaking, and I have some information here which is of the utmost importance to you. If you're not aware of the Electoral Integrity Bill, which is almost through Parliament, they've had their second reading. You must take the time to hear me out. I'll be as quick as I possibly can. This is of major importance. Basically, this bill has been created to gag any internal criticism from members of Parliament. It's enabling the government to sack elected MPs. I say again, it's enabling government to sack elected MPs and replace them with government-approved ones. It's a bit like stacking a deck of cards or rigging a jury. MPs will be forced to be subservient to the will of party leaders as opposed to the will of the people who elected them. MPs will no longer be able to make or stand on individual choice or decisions. They're going to be forced to support any party agenda, even if they strongly disagree with it. Labour, New Zealand First, and the Greens who are always fighting for human rights. They are now voting to take away the most fundamental human right of any New Zealander, and that is the right to think for himself, to speak for himself, and to vote freely. Now, so far there's been 55 submissions to the bill as it stands, and there is not a single one in support of it. National's Dr. Nick Smith says we've had, quote, 21 constitutional and electoral law experts from our universities, the Human Rights Commission, the Law Society, former speakers of the House, and even the Clerk of the House opposing this bill. 21 legal experts say that this bill breaches the Bill of Rights, but the government has refused to discuss it even with other members. Unquote. The government hid the draft of this bill from the public, and MPs have gone to extraordinary lengths to hide critical advice against this bill. Of course, evil plans must be secret because if people found out about it, they'd expose it and might not let it occur. Good people with a good plan seek publicity. Evil people with an evil plan seek secrecy. The right of an individual to think and act as he sees fit versus the force of a group of people called a collective, which will tell an individual how he will act and what he's permitted to say. Labour MP, Comrade Andrew Little, he sums this up perfectly when he said in Parliament, quote, "The principle of ensuring that voters of this country have their collective vote respected by this House and not undermined by the whim and the will of individual members of Parliament who take an elitist view that somehow when they get here they can do what they like." Unquote. Comrade Little not only disapproves of free speech, he actually holds in contempt people who think for themselves. He labels people who dare to think for themselves as elitists. No, Mr. Little, my vote does not give you the right to take away free speech of New Zealanders. It doesn't give your party the right to overrule the New Zealand voters. So you can stack your party with any MP you and your party of communists may not or may like. It is absolutely, it's horrendous. I can't believe that these people had the audacity to even write the bill, let alone introduce it through Parliament. I'm gobsmacked. Now, this is the end of the explanation, but hang around and I'm going to list the names of all the people who voted in support of this bill. And you know what? We've got Labour, New Zealand First and the Green Party, and each and every one of them voted unanimously in favour of this bill. I'm gobsmacked. The Green Party stands on their protection of everybody, of the planet, of human rights, and here they are voting for this. How low can you go? I think it's the end of them, quite honestly. So, please, read these names, every single one of them, and have it stored and noted. And one final thing to mention, that Dr. Nick Smith from the National Party has got to be recognised for his work trying to stop this bill. He has fought tooth and nail. He hates this bill with a passion, and the passion he showed when he was speaking against it has been absolutely magnificent. Kudos, much respect, Dr. Smith. You really have worked hard at this. And, whether you agree with National, love them or hate them, they've all stood firm, and each and every one of them has voted against this bill.